Supergirl, a DC Comics Superman spin-off that was printed in 1959, and what started out as an acclaimed Pulp Fiction comic quickly became its own irreverent standalone series. And with the sales and popularity of the Supergirl comics in the 80s and 90s, quickly catapulted the concept into the world of animation, which led to international anime series and also to stylized American animations such as Justice League Unlimited. And as time passed, the lure of Supergirl has infiltrated the world of gaming also, as she fights alongside of heavy hitters such as Wonder Woman and Green Lantern in the smash hit video game Injustice. As time passed, Supergirl made her way onto the small screen, making casual appearances on the television series Smallville, which led to her own standalone television series Supergirl. But let's not forget, in the 80s, Supergirl splashed onto the big screen in her own cinematic debut movie entitled Supergirl, with an electrified performance. And in today's show, we're going to talk about the highly anticipated DC movie Supergirl on this edition of Pete's Art Talk, Movie Talk. So come on, let's get into it. Alright guys, this is my out of the theater reaction to the new movie Supergirl. And I gotta say, I loved it. It was off the chain. Now it's a lot of people in here, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go somewhere nice and quiet and we're gonna talk about it. Alright. Oh yeah, and by the way, this one right here, Clayface, yeah, this one's on my watch list too. I'll see you guys soon. Supergirl. But yeah, I'm at a nearby park, a little bit ways down the street from the theater. It's nice, secluded, nice sunny day, and the wind is blowing, and it's pretty quiet. It's a lot quieter than the theater was. But anyway, we're gonna talk about the new Supergirl movie. And I gotta say, this thing has been getting, like mixed reviews left and right. I'm just gonna level with you. It's one of those movies that either you like it or you don't like it. And I'm gonna say this, I didn't just like it, I loved it. Because basically, bottom line, oh my goodness, I just changed clothes. How did that happen? Nah, I'm gonna be honest with you, of course you already know. This is the next day after the day before. Basically, here's the deal. Yesterday was beautiful, it was awesome, but it was crazy windy. It was so windy, it was blowing the camera and the mic everywhere. I wanted good video quality, so I decided to just come out the following day. And it's a little bit of a cloud cover, but you know what? We still got some beautiful sunlight coming through. We got some nice, I believe those are called cumulus clouds. We got some nice cumulus clouds giving a pretty good cloud cover. But all in all, we just gotta keep it moving and everything. But basically, I know that this movie is getting a lot of flack, it's getting mixed reviews, but to me, some of it is unwarranted or doesn't have very much merit. I've seen a few people pretty much just go into this movie with the intent of not liking it. And to me, that's not fair. Basically, here's the deal. If you want an awesome summertime soda and popcorn movie, you can just kick back, relax, lose yourself with, just see some cool shit on the screen and just be highly entertained. This is the movie for you. And what I like about Supergirl, this movie, is basically it knows what it is. It doesn't take itself crazy serious, but at the same time too, it's not basically keep playing the audience. What I mean is it knows that it wants to give you entertainment, and it does that. And it does that very well. Wow, the sun really came out now. Okay, but pretty much before I even buy a movie on Blu-ray or DVD, I first see it in the theater, or to see if I like it or if it's something that I want to add to my collection, because I'm pretty much physical media collector. I like collecting the physical games. I like collecting the physical CDs or music or Blu-rays, DVD. I just like having that media format in my hands for entertainment. And so, with that being said, yeah, I enjoyed this movie. I think it's well worth adding to my collection. I gotta say this: the real reason why I went to see this movie is to see Lobo on screen. I've seen the character Lobo a few times on the cartoon series, but the Batman Superman cartoon that came about in the late '90s, early 2000s, and also too I've seen Lobo on Justice League Unlimited, and he's always been an interesting character. And with that being said, Jason Momoa really killed it. He nailed it. He ripped it up. Now, I got to be honest, when I first saw Jason Momoa play Lobo in the trailers, I thought, I don't know. He looked a little small or whatnot, but in the movies, he looks just like he stepped out of, DC comic. He looks like the character. And what I like that they did in this movie is they didn't CGI him up, which CGI worked good for Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk, and it also worked good for Josh Brolin when he played Thanos. But whenever practical effects could be used, by all means use them. And they did use practical effects on Jason Momoa, and they did it really well. I gotta say this: the young lady who played Supergirl, she's one of my favorite actresses on the television series House of Dragons, and her acting range is off the chart, and she did a good job with playing Supergirl, and her name is Miley Alcock. And then also too, what I really like about this movie is it showed that, yeah, Kryptonian, they're the baddest mother hover in our galaxy, but in another galaxy or solar system, yeah, with different types of metals that don't exist on this planet, that's not on our periodic table on this planet, yeah, they can get hurt. They can get the ass kicked. And as a matter of fact, Supergirl goes through a few ass whoopings in this movie and everything on the planet Krypton. And I like the take that they did in this particular movie, where I've always wondered, well, why they didn't try to evacuate everybody on this particular planet. And actually in this movie, they kind of tried that, but it didn't work out in their favor. Here's the deal. Basically, I'm not giving any spoilers. I'm not telling you what happened, but I will tell you this, is it didn't work out in their favor, so it only had them to basically evacuate 2 people and maybe a dog. Well, technically the dog, which is Crypto, Superman, which is Kal-El, and Supergirl. And I did like the take of Krypton, and then also too, it explains how the rock and minerals of Krypton turned into kryptonite, which is deadly for Kryptonians. And I like the science behind that, because basically it goes on the science of molecular change of material from one state or another, just like how a plain lump of coal can become a diamond with pressure and heat over a certain amount of time, and how wood can turn into a rock, where wood can become petrified with different levels of moisture, heat, and just time in general, turn from a piece of wood to a material that's totally different as a rock. And kryptonite is the same concept, where the soil of Krypton and rock, or minerals of Krypton, mainly rock, over time exposed to different radiation in space, and all of that turned into the deadly element of kryptonite, which basically becomes deadly to a Kryptonian. And I do like that particular take on that. And also too, the villain, which is Krim, which is played by Mattis Schunnart, he is awesome. He did an excellent job as a villain. He's not only ruthless, he's also too diabolical, and just all in all, a real piece of crap. And that's what I like in a villain. And he actually did that really good. Then also too, in this movie, Supergirl has a sidekick, so to speak, unintentional sidekick, who is Ruthie. And Ruthie is played by an actress called Evie Ridley. And I'm not, that familiar with Miss Ridley's work of filmography or whatnot, but I can tell you this: she did an excellent job in this movie. Her action scenes on point, and she did an actually really good job in this movie, actually helping Supergirl get out of certain type of situations and basically being the cornerstone of the plot line of this movie. Also, well, you already know this from the trailer and everything, so I don't want to hear any shit about spoilers or whatnot, but you know that Superman makes a few appearances in this movie. Yeah, David Cornsweet, he definitely delivered as Superman. I'm looking forward to his new movie coming out, which I think is called Man of Tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. But for now, we'll just call it Superman 2. But either way, that's got me stoked, really pumped to see that. I think it's going to be really good. And yeah, so basically, oh yeah, and one more thing before I close it down. This movie, Supergirl, it gave me a buffet of what I like in science fiction. It pretty much basically gave me a little bit of Mad Max, a little bit of Logan's Run, a little bit of Dune, which is the Dune that came out 2-3 years ago with, again, Jason Momoa. It had a little bit of that, and actually the way that they did Planet Krypton kind of gave me those Dune vibes. And it also, too, gave me sprinkle on a little bit of Guardians of the Galaxy. And so it gave me a whole ensemble of different sci-fi entrees, taste and sample and everything. And so all in all, this movie rocks, it kicks ass, it takes names, and it's totally off the chain. And if you just want to get out of the house, lose yourself, some awesome entertainment, check out the new Supergirl movie. It's definitely worth watching. Sometimes you just got to enjoy something for yourself instead of listening to the opinion of other people. That's my little take on that. And on that note, I'm going to leave you with my little spill. And that is, if it ain't good, don't do it. If it's bad, don't say it. Take care, stay blessed, stay the kick-ass people you are. And on that note, I'll see you in the next show. Take care, guys. Hey, let me out of here. I ain't do nothing, man. This is some bullshit. Let me out of here.